Let's start by inserting the map. Insert, image, retail site. It has to be one of these types. Here we go. Insert it somewhere in the middle here. Look for a scale. That distance should scale up to 600 feet. Go to Annotate, Detail Line. Draw a line from here to here. Right now it measures to 13 feet 1 inches. So what you like to do is the image as well as that line, you would like it to scale. So you go over the line from this end of the line to that end of the line, which measures to 13 feet 1 inches. Drag it in this direction to resize and enlarge. Type in 600 feet because that's the amount that you would like. There it is. That's your enlargement. So you go closer to find out whether you resized it precisely, and you sure did. What you like to do is then pick up this line without picking up the elevation markings. Pick up the line as well as the image and move it. This is the area where the site is. Move it from there to closer to where the center of your area is. Right now my site is in this zone. I'm just going to quickly draw a rectangle around it. Annotate, detail line. I just want to draw a circle roughly where my site is. That's the center of my site. If I turn off, temporarily hide it, I'm hiding it. I'm looking for my elevation markings and I'm losing it because it's, oh no, here it is. We're in great shape. So here are the elevation markings. We're in good shape. I can erase this line. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to turn back, reset the temporarily the drawing. I'm going to trace over this outline of my property with detail line. I'm going to quickly go to Manage, Additional Setting. I'm going to create a new line style. I'm going to say New. I'm going to call it 1-Construction. And I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to come back and change some kind of an orange color for it and say OK. And come on over here and start drawing the outline. So Annotate, Detail Line. I want to make sure that I'm using that orange 1-Construction line. So I go from, and I'm going to get close but not worry terribly about it. So here it is. I'm going to go back here, over here. Zoom a little bit closer, and I recognize that I can't be super accurate. This is not a scientific process, but I'm going to do my best. So here's the outline on this side. There. Here we go. And here. And I'm going to switch over here and go back there. Alright. Alright. So then I'm going to temporarily, really quick, turn off that layer, which is my image. Go to the glass, hide the element temporarily. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to check the dimension, the angle between here and here. Make sure that in fact this line is 90 degrees to that line. I'm going to look very close and it looks like it is perfectly 90 degrees. I'm very happy. Alrighty. So now what I like to do is clean these edges. So I'm going to go to Detail Line. I'm going to go here and fillet this line and that line and yank it back and forth a little bit. I like to change the radius to 100. Once I do it, I can actually erase this extra line, delete it, go back here and do the same thing, Detail. I'm going to fillet this line and that line. There we go. And once you do it, you pick it and change just if you need to, but it's 60 feet. I'm very happy with that radius. I'm going to delete this corner. I'm happy with the overall configuration. What I like to do is right now my elevations are over here. I would like to pull my elevations out. So I'm going to take this elevation, pull it out a good distance. This elevation, pull it out a good distance over here. And a good distance over here. And a good distance out here. Let me pull this one a little bit further. Alright, that feels a lot better. Okay, I can turn on the image again. So the image is over here. Now what I like to do is work on the building one more time. I'm going to turn off the image, hide it. I'm going to offset over here because I know I'm going to put my building here. I'm going to take this line and offset it about 60 feet. Over here too, there as well. I'm going to offset another 60 feet for the building itself. There it is. And I'm going to quickly trim this edge so it's a little bit cleaner. I'm going to turn on the image one more time. So I'm going to come off here, somewhere over here, and then go with the street. So I'm going to draw a line, annotate. I'm going to draw a line from somewhere over here, 90 degrees, and I'm going to get a little bit closer so I can get 90 degrees over here. And so that's going to be pretty much the center of my road. That's going to be against that edge. I'm going to offset it about 30 feet on either side. So I'm going to go 30 feet to this side and 30 feet to that side, and that's going to be my road. Now I'm just going to simply clean that area. Once again, it's easier to do without my image in the way, so I hide it. So I'm going to come back here and fillet this line over here. In order to fillet it, I need to split this line. So now I'm going to go back and annotate, detail line, fillet this line and that line. I probably didn't pick it properly. So let's see. There we go. And I would like the radius to be 35 feet. I hit enter. I'm going to pick this one and that one. And again, I'm going to pick, I'm going to unjoin. I'm going to pick that radius to be also 35 feet. There we go. So now what I like to do is I like to actually offset from here another 30 feet. So I'm going to pick this line, offset 30 feet. That's going to be right there. Maybe even more if I like to add more to it in terms of getting a little bit of an edge here. So I'm going to offset another 30 feet, which is there. That looks like a little bit better distance. So I like to start working on my cleaning up my building. So my building looks like this. Alrighty. Now I'm going to draw a line roughly over here. This is going to be modified anyway. So annotate, detail line from anywhere along here. I'm going to draw a line 90 degree here. Clean it up. There we go. And this is the outline of my building. That's the outline of my building. I go ahead and turn on the image. The north arrow is over here, so I'm going to annotate, draw the north arrow. So from somewhere here, it doesn't matter really. As long as I go straight, here's my north arrow. And I'm going to draw the north arrow this way by simply mirroring that point, that line. So I pick the line, modify it, and then here's my mirror line, and all I have to do is hit enter. So now what I like to do is rotate my drawing, and I'm going to go from this junction. Okay, so I'm going to go annotate, detail line from this junction, and then go straight. I want to annotate it right over here, and I want to annotate it actually against this line. So maybe it's a great idea, it's a better idea for me to draw a line from here straight. That's my horizontal line, x-axis. Now what I like to do is I'm going to extend this line to here. So I'm going to pick this line, extend to this line, that line. Alrighty. So now what I like to do is go to Annotate, draw a line from this junction straight up. Remember, you're supposed to get the dashed line. Now this is my X and Y axis. The new rotation would make this X and Y. So I would like this line to be rotated to be aligned with this line. Alright. So what I'm going to do is first turn off my image, separately do it, hide element. Now very carefully, without grabbing onto my views, I'm going to pick up these. Alright, there we go. One more time. Pick up these. There we go, with a motherly hug is a good one. And I'm going to rotate. When you rotate, it gives you a center over here. You want to move that center from there to this junction. And you want to move that line to go to this line. And you want to unjoin. So I have aligned the drawing. Now I need to align the image as well as the north arrow. So what I'm going to do is reset this. I'm going to align this, the image, as well as that. Alright, the arrows. Rotate. Now I'm going to move the rotation from there to here. And I'm going to make the line from here to over here. And I'm going to basically be done. I aligned my image as well as the arrow. My drawing is turned. I'm going to stop right here and build the balls later.